We on now. Can you hear me? Let me see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. I can't hear. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? I think y'all should be able to hear me now. Somebody tell me. Somebody say something. Okay. All right. We're gonna try it again. Okay. So, the first question is for tonight is uh, what do you ask before getting into a serious relationship, or what are some uh, questions you ask before you potentially ask someone to marry them, or you going into a um, marriage or a potential engagement. So, what are some of the questions that you would ask? So, please call in if you can. Let's chat about it. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. 901-643-0700. The number again is 901-643-0700. I'm sorry for the typical difficulties. I didn't turn the mics on. That was my fault. Uh, so, and then another thing is, this is the second part to that. The worst feeling in the world is knowing you did the best you could and it still wasn't enough. So, what are some of those things that you have done that wasn't enough in your relationship or in your marriage that was a deal breaker or it didn't work? Um, I think sometimes people go in relationships with financial um, what is the word I'm trying to use? They go in with financial mindset, thinking that it's going to work because it's a financial thing, when it's something that have to be built. If you don't have it in the beginning, it's something that you would have to build together. And I think uh, when you go into one sided and the other partner starts to make it, it becomes a jealousy type of thing. I'm not sure. This is something I'm thinking. So if y'all could, chime in, tell me if I'm true or if I'm almost right. It's on.
I experienced that before. When I got married, my goal was to build something with my significant other, and it took a toll of it, far as our marriage, with mothers involved, to where we couldn't really just focus on our marriage. And it was just like, she wanted to do it her way, I wanted to do it my way. We bumped heads. The marriage really didn't last long, but I learned from it. And with the topic, yeah, that is a good topic. 'Cause my thing is, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into when you go into a situation, into a serious relationship, and you gotta ask a person, like, what are your expectations? What are some things that you trying to accomplish? What are some things that we both can agree on and work towards, as far as a goal?
So, what are, as black people, what are some of the things that we do not ask before going into a relationship or going into a marriage? Because sometimes, I think a lot of times we all have trauma from childhood trauma. We all have childhood trauma that we need to deal with before we get into a marriage or into a relationship with someone that it needs to be dealt with. Because a lot of things that we take into our marriage comes from our childhood. And if we don't deal with it, then we're dumping it off onto our partner, our wife, our husband, whatever the situation may be. We're dumping it off onto them, and it's really not. It's really unfair to them. Just like some people take, they take rape, they take abuse, physical abuse, they take mental abuse, they take a whole lot of things, and they dump their bag over into their marriage, and it stirs the pot. It starts to accumulate a whole lot of different things that has been built up in you, but this is becoming the dumping ground that you're able to dump onto someone else. Y'all come on, chime in and talk to me. Let me know, am I talking or am I just rambling? Let me know what's going on. So let's talk about it. Let's do this. So also, what is a life lesson did you learn from your last relationship? What is a life lesson that you learned that you took from your last relationship? What is something that you learned? Okay. Okay. Barlow said you don't realize you have problems most of the time until you feel you are so right. You are so right. You don't feel that you have those problems, but I feel if we go and talk to someone, and I think it'll come up at that time if we go and talk to someone. If you get what I'm saying, I think if we in a relationship and we planning to take it forward, Lisa said, take care of your bag before you take care it into a relationship. Yeah, you're right. You need to take care of your bag before you take it into a relationship. And a lot of times we don't as black people because we feel that talking to someone is something that we don't need to do. We feel like we don't have to talk to anyone, or it's something wrong with us if we go and seek counseling or talk to someone. Because me personally, I know my faults. I know what's going on with me. I know I don't have insecurities, and I don't have. I'm spoiled as fuck. I'm spoiled, but I did that to me. No one spoiled me but me. And when I'm in a relationship, I expect the person to treat me like I can treat me. You know, if you can't treat me like I can treat me, then that's a problem for me. But I mean, that's just personal for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to going, doing whatever I set my mind to do. I can do it, and I feel like if I can do the same thing for you, I feel I should reciprocate the same treatment that I'm putting out. So at this point, I feel that I would have to be in a relationship with someone that can meet me where I am. And if they can't meet me where I am, I think I would have to not be able to do that.
It goes back to where, like you said, when a person come into a relationship, I had a couple people ask me once for, where is your mental state? Like, are you still holding on something from the past? And a lot of people like, oh no, I ain't got no past, I ain't got no past. But then as soon as they get in a relationship, like you said, they just take that bag that they've been holding, that baggage, and and just dump it off on the next person.
Yeah.
Me personally, as I get older and the more I see it, I feel like I never gave that person that chance because I took trauma from previous relationship and childhood trauma into my marriage, and it damaged my marriage. And now that I look back at it now and see where I messed up at, I take full responsibility for it. And that's where, once again, we as blacks, some people don't want to take their responsibility, so they're going to continue to throw it off on the person that they were with. And it's not
So
right.
I'm gonna ask you, and I'm asking the audience as well. From your previous relationship, from your last relationship, what life lesson did you learn from your relationship? I've learned from my previous relationship to learn to take care of me first. That was something I learned. Instead of putting someone else first, learn to take care of me first. So, what is something that you took from your previous relationship? What is something that you took from that you are able to be a better person from that?
For me, it's to take accountability for my actions. Take responsibility for the things that I done in my relationship, and start loving myself. I never took the time out to love myself. I always took my time out to love others and making sure others okay with their feelings and everything, but I never took the time out for myself. I never
Okay.
took the time out to love me for me. It seemed like I always abused myself, and when I mean abuse myself, I overwork myself, but don't see the progress in the things that I'm doing because I'm trying to make sure whoever I'm with, make sure that they good. But the thing is, they wasn't making sure I was good. They were reaping the benefits, and I wasn't seeing the benefits.
Right.
And now that I'm by myself, do I love myself like I supposed to? No, because at the same time, I still fault myself for things in previous relationships or previous marriage, but I'm still healing.
Okay.
So I feel like the more that I heal and the more that I take time out to understand myself without someone telling me about myself, I need to learn more about myself.
Okay. So, cuz, what's going on? Cuz, yeah, I'm by myself tonight. It's raining, and uh, uh, Sean has some issues. Also, what's going on, Marcellus? But the question is, what do you ask before getting into a serious relationship? So, at this point, what are some questions that you ask yourself as well as your partner or your wife, I mean your girlfriend, whatever, whoever it is? What is a question that you need to know um, before you can get into a serious relationship? At this point, I need to know that you are for me, with me, and we can move forward. Because at this point, I'm a well aged man. I'm an aged man, and I can't continue to just constantly date and keep on dating different people and going on like that. I want to be able to be in a relationship and move forward and know that we are good together. We're going to make it together. We're going to grow together. We're going to build together. This is something that we're going to do. And yes, are there any extra baggage you're bringing? Yeah, I got baggage. I got my kids. I got my mama. I got 2 dogs. I got a business. I got a lot of shit that I'm bringing with me. So my thing is, if you're able to accept it, that's a lot that I got going on, and and I ain't letting it go. My mama ain't going nowhere. My kids ain't going nowhere. The dog ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So this is it. It is what it is. That's my baggage. And I'm spoiled. I like my way. I like to have my way. I'm just telling you. This is me. I like to have my way. If it ain't my way, it's the highway. I'm gonna do it my way. That's just me. And You take it or leave it. I just can't. I don't know. I just been that way all my life. I've been that way. Y'all that know me. Marriage, kids, religion. Right. Okay. So nurse said
Religion.
religion, dedication. You got to be dedicated to whatever you put yourself into. Because my thing is, I need you to put everything that I'm giving, everything that I give, I expect to receive it back. And not monetarily, because you may not be able to afford the things that I afford, but for as time, for as my needs, it might be for as cleaning up or whatever, just something that you are giving back to the relationship, just giving back to let me know that you appreciate what is this household is offering you or giving you or whatever. You know, those are the things that you should, or the relationship, not just the household, the relationship. What I'm giving you, I want you to be able to say, I can offer you my time. I can offer you whatever you need in support. Support is a big thing in a relationship. If you can support someone, support is real big. When you are in a relationship, if you can support them in a job, in a business, or just being there to listen. Sometimes an ear is the best thing you can offer someone, is to be there to listen to them, because sometimes we need to be able to dump things off on you, but you got to be there to receive it and just listen and not be able to just, we don't want to hear nothing back. We just want you to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to it. You know, those are some of the things that you have to do or listen. So with that being said, like I asked, no one answered this question yet. I'm still waiting for y'all to answer this question. I'm with when you're right, because people will come in your life and mess your whole world up. That's right. And my whole thing is, my house run like a sewing machine. It's run smooth as possible. And I can't let nobody come and mess that. I can't mess it up. It just work. It just work for us. So this is the second part of that. What life lesson did you learn from your last relationship? So I need y'all to answer that for me. No one's answered that yet. What is the life lesson that you learned from your last relationship? I would say ask about future plans. Do you plan to marry? Do you want kids? Is there a church affiliation? Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you, Barlow. Future plans, because my thing is, where are we going in the future? What are your plans for me in the future? What do you see us 5 to 10 years from now? Because most marriages now ending at 5 years with young people. They
If it's 5 years.
okay. Eric said learning to trust again. Okay, that's good, because a lot of times we're not able to trust people. We have been hurt in the past. We have took a lot of that, and we've been hurt, and we've been people we be with. You can't trust them. You don't know what's going on with them or what they got going on. You know, we just have to. You have to be careful on what you putting into a relationship. I would say that. Yeah.
And then you said religion.
Yes, religion.
Okay. That was one of my problems that I had. By me being Mormon, they don't nobody want to deal with me.
Don't know what?
They don't want to deal with me by me choosing a Mormon religion?
Well, that's because no one knows about Mormons. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about Mormons. Only thing we know, they wear long dresses and funny hats, and their hair pulled to the back, and they have multiple wives. So, I mean, that's what I've learned about Mormons. So, I mean, I can't. Alicia said the life lesson I've learned was not to lose myself trying to please the other person. Okay, that's a good one. Said take care of your okay, we already answered that. Okay, I can go with it because a lot of times we lose ourselves trying to please other people, and we constantly trying to see what it's going to take to make this work. And when we constantly do that, we're constantly losing ourselves. And we have to now put yourself first. Oh, I like that, Aaron. Aaron said keep single friends out of your relationship. That is right. Keep single friends out of your relationship. Let me tell you something. People that are single sometimes be jealous of the relationship that you are in. And we do not pay attention to that, or they want what you have. And if you allow that to happen to you, that's on you. But I keep telling you, and me personally, I don't like a lot of friends around in my relationship, or to tell me how my relationship should run, or to I don't need your input. If I don't ask you, don't tell me. Don't get in my business. So a lot of times, if I'm talking to you about my relationship, I want you to listen. Don't talk to me about it. Don't tell me. I ain't ask you. If I don't ask you what you think, then don't give me no input. Okay, I'm with you. Also, Mr. Barlow said, learn when it's time to let go. Please don't kill me. I'm glad to leave. That's it. You said the best. If you got to learn when it's time to go, because look, we know when it ain't working no more. You know when it ain't working no more. When the spark is gone, it's just like trying to light an incense that's burnt to the bottom of it. You ain't got nothing but a stick. If y'all know, we used to have them incense back in the day. They used to stick them in the wall and let them burn. But when they get to the end, it just was a little stick sticking out the wall. You can't light that. So when it's over, it's over. Let it go. It's done. I'm with you, Balo. I'm with you when it's right. When you're right. It's done. Let it go. You got to. Yeah, that's something else, y'all. We got to. Area, what's going on? What's going on? How that baby? I need to see that baby.
We're gonna move on to.
Yeah, we got to move on to this friends. I got a friends question since Area said something about the friends. Okay, so do you consider someone a friend if you have to tiptoe around a conversation to talk to them about because you're afraid to offend them? So do you consider someone a friend if you have to tiptoe around to talk because you are afraid of offending them? Come on, y'all. Because, I mean, my thing is, I don't consider them a friend because if I can't tell you something about something going on that I see that's going on and I can't talk to you about it as a friend and you get offended every time I talk to you about it, I don't consider us friends because if I got to pick and choose what I have to say to you, then we're not friends. You can say whatever to me, but I can't say what you need to hear, what I see that you need to hear. I don't consider us being friends. So, what do y'all think? Y'all come on. No, you should be comfortable with good or bad conversations. You are so right. You got to be comfortable with a good or bad conversation. But and personally, y'all, I don't talk my bedroom to nobody. I don't talk about my bedroom to no one because I don't care how close we are. That's not something that I do. My bedroom is personal, and I don't feel that that's a conversation I should have with close friends, friends. Period. That's something that I think that is sacred for me, and for me to talk about. I don't want to talk about that with my friends. But anything else, talking to my friends. Okay, hold on. Hello. Talking to my friends.
This is Alicia.
Hey, Alicia, what's going on?
I wanted to answer the question about if the person is really your friend if you had a tiptoe around conversation. I think you have to look at the level of that friendship because there are some people that you don't talk to about everything. So I think I kind of pick and choose what I tell those people. But those people who are your true friends, you should be able to tell them whatever you need to tell them. And it's telling them the truth and talking about things that need to be talked about. And I don't think you should be afraid because you are never going to be able to say how that person is going to receive what you said. And you might be mad for a minute, but I think once you think about it, you're going to know that person really cares about you because they were willing to tell you the truth.
Okay, I can go with that, and that goes back to say what I was saying. You shouldn't have to tiptoe around your true friend. And that goes back to say what I was saying. Yeah, you shouldn't have to tiptoe around your true friend because if you tiptoeing around your true friend, that means y'all are not really close as you say y'all are. It's just not right. You shouldn't have to. So I have to agree with you, Alicia. You can't tiptoe around friends. If that's your true friend, you shouldn't have to tiptoe around them. Or if you feel that it's very uncomfortable for you to talk about that, then you tell them, look, I don't want to talk about this right now. Let's talk about this later. Or I don't want to talk about that. And as a friend, they should be okay with it.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, they should be okay with it. If I don't feel like talking about it right now, then hell, I just don't feel like talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. And we, as friends, we should be able to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And go along with it. What you think?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. That was my whole take on that. If we can't if you get offended about me telling you how I don't want to talk about it, then hell, we still ain't friends. You just got to take that I don't want to talk about it right now.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? We should be able to agree to disagree. And if it's something that is true and I don't like it, I should still be able to tell you, look, friend, you right, but I don't want to talk about this shit now. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah, you right, friend, but I don't want to talk about that. No, let's talk about that later, cause right now it's not touching me right, you know. So yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm glad you called in.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later. All right. All right, y'all. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Y'all scared to talk to me. Anyhow, so we got to go and talk about this mental health. Most common is that what's most common in mental health? Anxiety disorders, depression, and bipolar disorder. Those are most common disorders that are in mental health. Um, and out of those three, yeah, all of us know somebody that's that's dealing with one of those disorders. Oh shit, some of them might be dealing with all three of them. You know, it just happens, and then we make excuses. We make excuses for them when they have these anxiety, this depression, and this bipolar. We make excuses for them. We got to stop making excuses for them and talk them into getting some help. We got to stop. Let's see that, because if I see one of my friends, my cousins, my aunties, or uncle that's depressed and they slipping into depression, or they having anxiety problems, or the bipolar is showing up a little more than normal, I'm gonna try to talk to them about it. I'm like, look, you need to go get some help. Take your ass over there and talk to somebody, because at this point, y'all, we at an age that, or we should be mature enough to know when it's time for us to get help, or to talk to someone, or be able to tell somebody, look, you probably need to talk to somebody about that, because you constantly keep on slipping into this depression, this bipolar. You're oversleeping. Your anxiety is out the roof. You got all these different problems. You're doing all this crying. You're doing all this. There's a whole lot of bullshit. You're thinking people, following you and all this type of shit. You got to get some help, y'all. We got to tell these people they need some help, because this weed is not a medication. This weed don't medicate you. It only medicates you for the moment. It medicates you for the moment, y'all. It's just only for the moment. So, y'all come on, talk to me. Y'all sitting here and let me talk and ain't saying nothing to me. Come on in now. If you feel like calling in, the number is 901-643-0700. If you don't feel like typing, call me. Call me at 901-643-0700. So, yeah, we got a little time now. We got time on our hands. Come on now. It's a lot. It's common now in our community. It's common, and we can see it better so than we used to. We used to go to the church and try to pray it out of us and stuff like that. Just tell it, we're gonna pray about it. We're gonna take them to church and we're gonna pray it out of them. And I understand so many crackheads been delivered at the altar and they still come out crackheads. So I'm just saying, we go to the church and we constantly we praying it out of them, and they still need some help. You can pray and still need help. So come on, y'all. We got to get some help. Go get you some help. We sit there. Stanata Walker, what's going on? How are you? That's one of my classmates. Eric, unfortunately, the new generation make it worse to open or talk about it, because nowadays they don't really care. They don't really care putting a blunt in your hand and giving you a bottle. No one is really willing to listen. You're so right. And that's the self-medication that I'm talking about. The alcohol and the weed and sometimes the pills. When they do that, it's only a temporary fix. When you get a temporary fix, when you come down off of that high, you're still dealing with the same depression, that same anxiety, that same bipolar disorder that you've been dealing with, that you feel the same feeling that you have. So we got to talk our people into getting help about that, y'all. So also we around here like we live in the Wild Wild West right here in Memphis. Our local news, we had a shooting at Walmart. The man was jumping on his girlfriend, and a guy tried to intervene and tell him, that's not the way to go. and he done shot the man several times with his 7-year-old child. So now and then we're going to move to South Haven. We went to South Haven. A lady killed a 3-year-old child, and the neighbor tried to help revive her, but she died. She died at 3 years old. So she locked up right now. So now we got a viral video going on in Memphis where a little boy he done took the mama rent money out there on the porch shooting dice, and then spent the mama rent money shooting dice on the porch, and she done went and got him with the cane. She done broke the cane on him and told him, bring his ass on. You come on. You think you're grown. Come on. Bring your ass on.
What would you
So-
do if you was in that situation?
What would you do if you was in that situation? I don't think he been coming home with me.
Why not?
What the hell he come home for? You done spent my rent money, then stole my money? No, he ain't come to my house.
He needs somewhere to lay his head.
He ain't gonna lay his head there. Not even spend my rent money. You better go find him a job somewhere and get my money back in the house. So also, we had a Dixie Queen fight, and a fight at Dixie Queen on Mount Moriah, where the man bumped into the lady car, and her and her boyfriend jumped on him and robbed him because they told him he bumped their car and he was gonna have to give him some money. I don't know. We got so much going on around here. So they done jumped on the man and just whooped him right there at the Dixie Queen on Mount Moriah.
They were just trying to make room for the person behind them so they can get it on the speaker in order that.
I don't know if he
Swing
tried to roll the hill. He probably fell asleep in the line long as it is. Then we got Family Dollar. They was robbing liquor stores and clothing stores. Now they going to Family Dollar. What the fucking Family Dollar could you possibly want to steal out of Family Dollar?
Washing pods, hygiene.
Washing pods.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They
They-
get out the mud.
Driving through Family Dollar and stealing the washing powder. You saying, so you telling me, Tony, what's going on, Tony Maddox? They breaking in. I'm talking about all these things that's going on in our city, and what can we do to rectify some of this stuff? The shooting at Walmart, the girl getting killed at 3 years old, the boy stealing his mama rent money, they fighting at Dixie Queen. They doing the snatch and grab at Family Dollar. A snatch and grab at Family Dollar. You going to jail for some washing pods? No, that's not. Y'all come on, talk to me. 901-643-0700. The number again is 901-643-0700. So this is serious, y'all. I don't understand what we got going on, but it ain't just in our city. Once I look at world news, I see it's going on everywhere. It's going on everywhere, and people talking about, I'm moving. Where you going? Where you going? You finna run into it wherever you go. Is they doing the same thing?
Memphis is a good place.
You running into it. It's going on everywhere. What's going on, Doc? Okay, so now we got to talk about entertainment news. So now they done got P. Diddy. They did a raid on his house in L.A., sex trafficking in Miami. They said they did a raid. They thinking it's sex trafficking. So after he paid the girl off, that's when everything started coming out. Right, Tony. Everything is it's everywhere, and I keep telling people it's everywhere. But when you talk to people, I'm moving. I need to get out of here. It's just like it's so wow. It's everything. Memphis ain't never been like this. Hell, they say the same thing about Chicago. It ain't been like that. Some of the places in Texas, it's the same way. I was watching the news. They doing the same thing in Texas. watching Instagram. Some guys that ran up in this lady house, and she had an AK coming back out. They ran on back out with their little pistol they had though. She ran them on back out. They ran up in the house.
Yeah.
You seen that when they
And then,
a boyfriend? They were trying to. They pulled a pistol on her boyfriend. It's sad, but it's everywhere. You can't run from it. It's just everywhere. But I think if they get a hold of these little kids that's breaking in these cars and stealing these guns and stuff like that,
give them 15, 20 years.
they give them some sentences. And no, I think they need to start the boot camps back. Get them ready to go to military.
But that's the thing. That's where it come in with the pay. 'Cause
What you mean? You ain't got to pay them for boot camp.
You got to pay somebody to work there.
You pay somebody to work at the prison.
I was making more than a prison guard working at KFC.
I don't care.
Man.
But, I mean, you got to pay somebody. You got military people that you can put in place to work the boot camp. They need to. When we was young, the kids messed up. They went to boot camp. That man said that was in the 70s. Boy, I'm talking about when I was a teenager. You said it wasn't the 70s. So yeah, I think they should start the boot camps back. We got all the land out there in Milton. Take them right on out there.
We got Tall Street. We got
I don't need them jumping no fences over there. I need them to take them all the way to Milton. They got a long hike to get back this way.
Boys town out there.
Yeah, they should. I think they should, y'all. I really think they should. What do y'all think about it? I think all the cities need to come up with some kind of boot camp for these kids, and it need to be hard as hell. They need to teach them that they don't want to be there.
I agree.
I really think they do. Caterio, what's going on, brother? That's my cousin nephew right there. Darling, come in. Dar, you late tonight. Dar, you should have been here. What's going on, Dar? You should have been here now. Dar done got here late. I don't know what you were watching, but you got here late. I live in Milton. Send them to Mississippi.
Parchman.
This is send them to Mississippi. Well, we need to send them somewhere. Get them some of that flat land somewhere, so they can pick some cotton and grow their own food and stuff like that. That's what they were doing to us when we was younger.
Angola.
You said what?
Angola.
Yeah, some eggs and stuff. That's right, dog. You real late. Yeah, they need to grow their own food, milk some cows, and and get the eggs and stuff like that. That's what they need to do. Get all of them from whatever age they started. If they 11, 12, all the way to 17, they need to take them all down there and get them a boot camp started. In all these different cities where they doing all this shit, do them just like they do in different countries. Go and work them to death. Go ahead and work them. But yeah, so y'all, we were talking about what's going on local news about the shooting at Walmart. The young lady killing her 3-year-old kid. The neighbor said she was crazy as hell. That's what he said. She was mental. So that's what he said. And then we had the viral video of the young man stealing his mama rent money and going shooting dice. And then we watched the news where the young lady and her boyfriend, the man rolled into her car and they jumped on him and robbed him. So, and then now they what is it, smash and grab in their Family Dollar. I never heard of such. I mean, you gonna go to jail for the smash and grab at Family Dollar. I really don't understand. And now we got P. Diddy finna go to jail for sex trafficking.
They say he gonna be in the city R. Kelly. They gonna be roommates.
He gonna be
They said him R. Kelly.
him and R. Kelly gonna be roommates. They might like that. Just might like that. Now but I really hate what they doing to all our black artists, our black men. Whatever he decides to do, or I hope it ain't kids or sex trafficking. If he's gay or whatever he is, let the man live his life and be whoever he want to be, and leave him alone. But I pray it's not sex trafficking, and now when it's home in Miami or either L.A., I'm just praying that ain't what he doing, because if he is, I agree he need to go to prison. Also, they said Rihanna is pregnant again, and I'm not sure. I can't answer that. They didn't tell me that. So, reality TV, Housewives of Potomac. I have to talk about that. They done had a brawl. They done got the fighting. I think we're going a little too far for our black professional women are starting to look bad on TV. I think we need to pull back and take a different role, or a different look, because as we look at them to be tasteful, black, educated women, we're now looking at them as women with money, but they're kind of, I don't even know what to call them, but it's not giving me a good look about them, and it's giving me a turn off from looking at them. Candace and a couple of more of them, they making me look at them totally different. It's not giving me, when I first looked at them, looking at them as classy, looking at them as educated, looking at them as women with standards. And what are you giving our young women to look at and to be a role model for on TV? Where can we get a role model from? What women are role models now on TV? Where do we used to could look at TV and find women to be role models. Now, I can't call one. I can't call her.
She can't do it by herself. Nia Long can't do it by herself.
I can't call too many women on TV to be a role model for young black women. What do they have to look up to? If they can't look up to it at school, the neighborhood, on TV, where is the role models for our young black women? Not even just the women, the men, young men. What are the role models? Where are the role models when you got your professional basketball players want to be thugs? So what can our kids look forward to being? Are we looking forward to it's okay to fight? You showing me on TV women in professional roles fighting, Married to Medicine. They doing the same thing. They're doctors and dentists and different things like that, and they're fighting. They're doing different stuff like that. So what are we showing our young black women to grow up to be? Where are the standards? And then you turn around the Instagram models, they naked. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So what are we looking forward to? And then even I don't know, where are the icons? Where they're not looking at, our icons. Where are the icons for this generation? Name one. What's the icon for this generation? Name one. I don't know one. The only one. And then they talk about Beyonce. They wanted to say she Illuminati. She worshiped a goddess or something. So that push her out.
Kiki Palmer, she's just all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all help me out. Who can they look at? I don't know nobody. Yeah, look at the rappers, Sexy Red, and look what they talk about. Look at who? Suki.
Yeah, she from Miami.
Yeah, then we got I hate to say it, but they even talked about Glorilla from Memphis. They asked her about politics, and I didn't get a clear answer from that. I didn't get a clear answer. She don't deal with politics, she said, but she went to the White House to see the president. I don't know. So I'm trying to see what kind of role models do these young ladies have to look at this point. We are going down a rabbit hole. You know, you can't even look for. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I can't even think of one. Can y'all think of one? Come on, y'all, help me think of one, at least one. Cause I can't even think of one.
I can't. I feel say Miley Cyrus. She drugged out.
Who?
She hanging out with Juicy J.
Who?
Miley Cyrus.
You said Miley Cyrus. You can't even look at her, Miley Cyrus. I mean, look, what kind of role model she's setting for young women? She ain't married and she all over this young man. You know what I'm saying? What do we have? We don't have anything. Don't have anybody. Y'all can't gonna help me? Y'all ain't helping me. Nobody helping me. Nobody can say nothing. Nobody can find one.
Nobody. We ain't got nobody. Nobody out there.
Ain't nobody out there. It's really not. Hell, now they talk about Oprah. She was the sports person for the black women. You can't talk.
Oh, playing both sides.
Zendaya.
Oh yeah, Zendaya. That's the girl that did a couple movies with Tyler Perry.
Eve.
No.
Alicia Keys took that man. Took that. You take Alicia off your list, bro.
Please, bro. She a home wrecker.
She a home wrecker. Take that girl off of there. And you say Eve? I can go with Eve. I can go with you with Eve. Michelle Obama. That's the only one. Only one. Thank you, Asia. That's the only one. I can't see that. I mean, look, we done stumbled across everybody. No, I said Michelle Obama. Yeah, Michelle is the only one, y'all, that we could hold on to, because they didn't shot Oprah to hell. I'm sorry, they didn't kill Oprah. Oprah was out saving black. She was out Black Hope for a long time. Now, I don't know. We ain't got nobody but Michelle. That's awful. We can't hold on to nobody but Michelle, y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tonight. That's something to think about, y'all. We really got to think about that. We don't have anyone for our kids to look up to or to. Hell, we even had superheroes. They ain't even got superheroes to look up to.
They took the Black Lantern and made him white.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift ain't our color. And Taylor Swift ain't to look up to either. She ain't to look up to. She ain't no model.
Taylor Swift don't know who she want to be with.
Citizen, she can't. No, hell no, not Taylor Swift. We got to throw her back too. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's 8:00, y'all. We got to get off, or it's gonna shut us down. It's 8:00. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share tell a friend to come in next week with us at the same time. We're gonna be right here, hot tea time. We appreciate y'all tuning in on tonight. I love y'all. Until we meet again.